morning. I know, it's Friday. Woo!
It's Friday. We are on a go live day, ladies and puppies. What a day. What
a week.
Week it's been. Yes, actually, it has. It's been a
If yous only knew.
If you only knew. She had to work. That's not on. Anyhow, today is Go Live Day, and we always talk about a couple of big ones that we have in our auction, but we also talk about our charity items as well. There is, we're just about the 1,230 mark, 1,230, 40 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's in around that. There's a hell of a selection. Really is a hell of a selection.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a bit of everything into this month's auction, but two of the highlights of this month's auction, I think, are on the top shelf. One of them is, what can you say? It's stunning. They are just stunning displays.
Yep.
Stunning examples of what Middleton can do when they put their mind to it. This is the Silent Distillery release number 2. This is the 46-year-old from obviously the old Middleton distillery. That's why they're called the Silent series, or the Silent whiskey, or the Silent Distillery collection. They're all, so the first one was the 45-year-old. This is 46. We're now on the 49-year-old one. I think was released this year. The cabinetry, it's a Paul Galvin cabinet that's done. The crystals, Waterford crystal. I mean, everything about them is just, the attention to detail is stunning. The little miniature sample that's with them as well. I mean, that's the same wood. It's got the Middleton leaf or whatever that thing is on top, lasered into the top of it. It's just gorgeous. The attention to detail is been, they don't come up that often. No. They a few of them have come up, and again, people are always asking us the questions of, are they a good investment and all that, and my answer is yes, of course they are. I mean, a long-term thing. Yeah. They are. If you have the money to put into something like that now, it's your pension. I guarantee it. It is just, that's what they're going to be. They're going to be the real, when Irish whiskey, and I mean, again, everybody's talking about Irish whiskey slowing down at the minute, but when it comes back, and it's still growing. I mean, don't forget, lads, we're still only babies. We're only beginning in a lot of the countries. Nigeria is a huge growing market. Asia is a huge growing market. Talking to people in the industry, and like the Indian market and the Chinese market, they just can't get enough of Irish whiskey. And lads, that's the truth of the matter. We're only beginning. We're still only beginning. So when all the new distilleries start distilling their own stuff, the legacy stuff will still have its place. It will still have its huge value. I mean, the first one of these is the most sought after. And think about it. If the first one's the most sought after, the second most sought after is going to be this one. Because the numbers go 48 in the first year, the 45-year-old, 70 in the second year, 96 I think it is in the third year, 119 in the fourth year, and this year was 146 or 144 or something like that. So as the numbers have increased, the ones that were at the beginning are the most rare ones. So they're the ones that everybody's going to be looking after. So if people jump in at 5 or 4, or even the 6th one, which is coming next year in 2025 to celebrate the 200 years, they're going to look for that. And that's the one that everybody's going to be looking for. So it can be a good investment. But it is a ball of money. Mm-hmm. 40,000 euro retail at the time when they were released. So you can still pick that up for about that money. So it's to me, it's a bargain. We have something here,
I love this,
that is stunning. And I mean, anybody who's been to the Friend at Hand in Belfast has seen the sanctuary that Willie Jack has created for Bushmills. This is a special edition thing. There was only 12 of these created. It's gorgeous. So it was to commemorate the release of the first Causeway collection. There's all samples of, I think they're 50ml samples of the 12 bottles. It's gorgeous. There's only 12 of them made. This is one of them. I think, and I'm nearly 100% confident to say, that this is the first one that has ever been publicly available for sale. Willie himself God love him, he only bought 5 of them, I think.
Sure.
5 out of the 12. So they're never going to come for sale because Willie Jack is a custodian.
I have to close it over so
everybody sees it. It is just stunning. Everything about it is gorgeous.
like that's fab.
It is just a gorgeous display piece. It really, truly, truly is. You was a ballot to enter it, I believe, I think, or maybe Willie got to bypass all them things. But they were €5,000 to buy. They were not an expensive proposition, but for only 12 of them, I think it's a real, real good buy. So there's a couple of the things. There's a Forest de Française in the auction. The sets, there's nearly a set of all the Dark Gaelic series. So I think there's a set of every single one of them in this month's auction. There's
individuals.
There's a full Writers' Tears collection.
As in full.
From 2011 all the way up to 2024. Teeling Revival, Teeling Reserve. There's a full Redbreast 6-bottle collection in this month's auction. It is a whopper.
Yeah.
It really is a whopper. I mean, if you've got your few extra pound in the run up to Christmas and you want to buy something that's going to be a genuine good investment for years to come, this is the month. This is the month. Charity. Ladies and gentlewomen's. As you all know that we try to do charity items every month. It is important to us. I won't say it again, but it is important to us. And we have 3 different charity groupings this month.
Yeah.
So the first one is a bottle of the Frontline Heroes. That's going to raise funds for a gentleman called Eamon Taff. Eamon unfortunately suffered not 1 but 2 bouts of brain tumours and cancers and stuff like that. It is terminal. Working man, healthy, fit, everything going from. Just unfortunately, he got this, trying to raise funds just to support his family and everything else, and obviously the care that he needs. He can't work anymore. To try and raise funds to support him and all that. So that is the Frontline Heroes. There's only 300 bottles of it. It would be a good one to buy, particularly for the cause. Read up on the cause. It's on the website. It's on the description. It's all there. The next 3 items, the Fair Cullen 18, the Method and Madness, and the Tullamore Dew, are for the Kappa Hospital Foundation. Kappa Hospital in Dublin is the work that they do is just ungodly. And again, I think everybody who knows that hospitals are just under resourced and particularly for the sort of external support that they provide to people, as well with kids and ill people at the most vulnerable times that they have in their lives. So if you can help us raise funds for them, if you were interested in any of them bottles, dig deep, put your hand in your pocket. The next one is another, stuff like this, lads, breaks my heart, genuinely breaks my heart, it kills me. This is for Hannah. Hannah's from Cork. She's a friend of, many of you know Paul Costello and Dan Pennington and all the lads down in Cork, and they're a family friend of theirs, their daughter. She's got leukemia. She's in a hell of a battle. And Paul reached out to us, and with help of a few other guys, Mike Milner and all these other guys have got the bottles, and we're going to raise as much money as we can. So we've got a bottle of the Jackpot. The Jackpot was done for that group of gentlemen from Cork.
That will not be named.
Shall not be named. Again, Omer and a few other guys were all involved in this, putting this together, the tasting of it. There's only 125 bottles of it. That's bottle number 82. Again, raising money for Hannah and her fight against leukemia. The next one we have is the big one, and it is the 3 big full bottles from Two Stacks. That was done by the Friends of Irish Whiskey and the Plint. There is only 55 of these things in existence. There is only 55 of them done. All of the 55 buyers of them had the opportunity to buy the stand as well, the Plint that it's on. The work, the craftsmanship that's in that is gorgeous.
Fabulous.
You're lucky enough, Katie, to have one of them.
I am.
In your collection. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. It's a matching number set as well. We are using a stand-in bottle at the minute. We're waiting on one of the other bottles to arrive to us, but it's a matching number set, all bottle number 9. So it's a good one. It's on the front there as well. But that is raising money for Hannah and her
Fight with leukemia.
Her fight to survive leukemia. And look, it's great, but I mean the costs. Here's a rant.
Okay.
I've had a rant nearly every day this week. We had a budget there recently. Everybody's talking about the country's awash with money, and there's so much money in this country, but yet, you know, families are having to shoulder the burden of fighting leukemia, or this man Eamon Taff, who, you know, was fighting fit, who was a productive member of society, who, you know, paid the taxes, you know, Hannah's parents and all that sort of stuff. And yet people are having to shoulder the burden of these things when there's so much wealth in this country. It bugs me. It proper bugs me. If there was anything ever that was going to motivate me to become a politician, it would be things like that. But I would just cause carnage. I would just wreak havoc in the place, because nobody's responsible for the misspent money in the health service. Nobody's responsible for building, you know, bike sheds for €300,000. Nobody's responsible for these things. But yet these people pay the price.
Yeah.
And it's not me, we're grand, we're okay. It's these people pay the price. And that's what bugs me. And it really proper annoys me that when you have politicians walking around and they're talking about, you know, voting for them and this, that and the other. Make people accountable. If I don't do things right in my business, you guys call me out and we have to pay the penalty.
Yeah.
If any of my staff don't do things right, we have conversations and we say, look, this can't happen again. Yep. This has to improve. But yet everybody gets away with it in these things, that, you know, the OPW or the health board or whoever, and God love them, the police on the front line, the guards on the front line, our soldiers over in Lebanon at the minute, our nurses on the front line, they're the ones that pay the prices for these fuckers. And I don't use the word lightly, you know, sitting on the hands and not doing things. So blood pressure. The hospital will be ringing me now in a minute saying, Anthony, we've had an alert on your wrist. Yeah. You've no idea how much it annoys me. You know, it really does. It really proper bugs me. So that's why we do our charity. We try to help as much as we can, and we hope that you guys will support us to do as much as that. But hold your politicians accountable. That's the only thing I can say. I'm going down here to calm down.
So, anywho, I'll let him do his thing. So, as we said, we have our charities. So, guys, if you can, please do. And we are going live at
5 o'clock.
We're going live at 5.
Live at 5. Plenty of items in the auction,
yeah.
And that's about it. Until whenever, if I'm arrested, you know what happened. He really had a breakdown.
If he never shows up
again. That's it. Talk to you soon, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.